Gold and silver is tremendously undervalued. Global demand vastly exceeds mine supply by more than 60% annually. There is little in the financial world more certain than a coming explosion in the prices of gold and silver. The U.S. dollar continues to lose value and respect as the world's reserve currency. Our nation faces challenges on many fronts, and a day doesn't pass without another economist bringing forth warnings of impending economic calamity. There has never been a better time than right now to acquire physical gold and silver. Discount Gold and Silver Trading was founded on the principles of truth and honesty. We believe in providing a quality product, quality service, and most importantly, competitive pricing. We provide all forms of precious metals, including American gold, silver, platinum, and rare investment and circulated coins. Silver bars, rounds, and 90% silver bags are on hand for the silver investor. Gold self-directed IRAs are available. Call Discount Gold and Silver Trading at 1-800-375-4188. Toll free, that's 1-800-375-4188.
And you're still the same. I caught up with you yesterday. Moving game to game. No one standing in your way.
And thank you for joining us this afternoon. You're listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. 1-800-375-4188 for all your gold and silver coin needs. And, of course, for a complimentary issue to the International Forecaster. And, Bob, would you like to tell us about the International Forecaster, please?
Forecast is about business, finance, economics, and social and political issues all over the world. We publish by email on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Usually runs around 35 pages each time. We have a hard copy that goes out to those who are not on the Internet twice a month. And if you'd like to visit our site, that's available to you. That address is theinternationalforecaster.com. Theinternational, Forecaster.com. If you'd like to send us a message or ask us a question, that address is international_forecaster at yahoo.com. International_forecaster at yahoo.com.
1-800-375-4188 for your complimentary issue. And we had Bob, we had lots of takers on the special on Friday where they could purchase Mint State 63 $20 Saints, purchase a silver, get a free Silver Eagle, and also a complimentary. Boy, I'm getting this right, and a one-year subscription to the International.
How many did you have? 100?
Not quite that many, but it was a good special for a Friday afternoon. And
Judy will be waiting for you.
So we will be taking that. We're going to extend that special.
Great.
Pardon?
What was it, MS-61 Saint?
They were Mint State 63 Saint Baden. And you received a free Silver Eagle 2009. And if you purchased 3 of them, you got a one-year subscription to the International Forecaster. And I will adjust the prices with the adjustments in the spot prices of gold. So any changes that come through, but we'll still offer that same special. So it's a great little special. It's a great way to pick up an IF. It's a great way to pick up a great $20 gold pieces and a 2009 Silver Eagle. Question to you, Bob. The economic collapse seems to have started about a year ago because subprime borrowers chose to default on their mortgages. How can this relatively obscure happening cause the economies of every country in the world to collapse?
I was distracted. Could you please repeat it?
Oh, boy. The economic collapse seems to have started about a year ago because subprime borrowers chose to default on their mortgages. How can this relatively obscure happening cause the economies of every country in the world to collapse?
Because I said so.
Okay. Next question.
No. Look, not every, but many countries did what America did with mortgages. Some of them stick out like sore thumbs. Argentina. Asia I don't know about, except for, and I get some good stuff on the situation in Australia and New Zealand. They're taking the axe. And it's horrible in Spain and in Ireland. They'll have minor problems in comparison in Portugal and in a little bit worse in Belgium. And Germany had no appreciation, so Germany's not going to have any problems. In fact, I think prices stayed relatively the same over that 6 or 8 year period. And the main reason was, number one, low interest rates. And number two, anybody who walked up to the bank could get a loan. And we all know you can't do that as a prudent lender. And one of the things in Europe that caused real problems in Spain and in Ireland is when the Eurozone was formed, and only 16 countries out of 27 belong to the Eurozone. There's a number that still have their own currencies. And when they formed the Eurozone, they said that we will only have one interest rate for all. And before they ever did it, I was writing about it a couple of years before it became reality and said it won't work. It's going to be a disaster. And so what happened was that the economic conditions in some areas weren't that good, particularly in Germany and France, so they lowered interest rates. Well, in Spain and Ireland, they just went bananas, and they had lower rates than they'd ever had, and people went out and went crazy in buying homes. But generally speaking, the real estate industry worldwide, generally, it was set up to collapse, and it did, and it is, and it's still in that process, which is a long way from being finished. Just like the stock market earlier was set up for collapse, so they could have a boom and Wall Street could make lots of money, and who cares what happens after that. And we're facing another bubble and collapse now too, with the manipulation of the interest rates down to zero levels. In England, they're now paying 0 on savings accounts, and they're not even down on the Bank of England rate to the level yet where the rate is in the United States. And so you have government intervention and intervention by the Federal Reserve, and it's disastrous. And it should have never been done, but if you understand the thinking behind the whole thing, it was to bring the European and American and Canadian economies to their knees so that they would be forced to accept world government. And this is what it's all about.
When it comes to the prospect of the government absorbing retirement plans such as employer 401ks, is there indication that purely private IRAs would be treated any differently? And do you think that... No. If they do it, they got to do it for everybody. And, I think if you're over 59 and a half, it's something you should very, very seriously consider, and that is making changes by paying the tax and getting out. Because I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I don't think anybody else does except the insiders, and for all I know, they might have a plan that they're going to absorb them all and tell you, well, when you retire, we're going to, let's say your Social Security was $1,500, and what they absorbed in these retirement plans that you had will take you up to $2,500 a month, and by the time you retire in 5 or 10 years,
the buying power from that will be not $2,500 a month, but maybe $1,000. I mean, they are just going to screw everybody. And if you're worried about that, then you roll it and pay your taxes and get out of it. Younger people, same thing. Pay the penalty and get out if you're worried about it. We'll know more as we go further along. I can't say with any degree of confidence that I know yet what they're going to do, but I do know they are seriously talking about it.
Do you think there would be sufficient warning to get out of an IRA, penalty or not, before the government changed the rules?
Yes. Yes, I think so. But government is